So we're back at building the replica of our original chassis. Now what we have to do today is we're gonna finish up building the chassis. So basically I need to finish the rear section and hopefully I can integrate a working motorized spoiler, and we need to finish the back and check the details if everything will fit together. I'm also gonna try to put the fake exhausts and things like that and see how well it goes. Afterwards we're gonna continue with the original and we'll see how we go from there on. Okay, so now we made the chassis as far as I could get. I don't have to replicate the roof because that will not change, it will stay the same. I'm only replicating more or less one side of the chassis because the other one will be symmetrical, so I don't bother with that. So what I did was I slightly reinforced the suspension because our car will be heavier, and by putting this small pin in here we compress the springs a bit harder, unlike the original, so which means that the suspension should be harder. I also managed to get a small actuator inside the spoiler. I still have to test this function, but I think it's gonna work. We're gonna test it right now. I'm just gonna show you the last thing. I also managed to replicate the exhaust a bit. It's not totally replicated. I think I'm still missing one small part here. I'm missing one of the part. I think it's close enough. So you have the exhaust, how it's gonna as close to original as possible. Now let's try the spoiler. Okay, that's the wrong motor. Yeah, one thing I also need to mark. I need to mark all my motors so I know which one is for what. Okay, let's see. And you see the spoiler goes up and down. And I think it goes even higher than the original. Let's see. Yeah, the original goes up only like, I don't know, 2 studs, but mine goes up 3 studs, so it's gonna be higher. So I think that's good progress I made. Now that I finished this chassis as far as I could, we're gonna resume the original. So I'm gonna clean up the table and resume building the original. So now we are gonna be resuming the build of the original, and I have to go where last. So now we're gonna continue with the book number 4, with the box number 4. So now we are done with the back paneling of the original. I made some adjustments to my custom chassis so that we can actually attach the panels and the frame as it's supposed to. I also changed the way the exhaust is gonna be mounted so that we can attach the whole sub-assembly of the side here. So it should be able to just go inside here and snap, and then we can put the exhaust. What's left is of course the front part, and now the most tricky part in the front is gonna be the lights. They're gonna be very tight, and I plan to put 2 more BuWizz here, so the front is gonna be quite complicated, but other than that I think we are slowly reaching our goal basically. The one thing I still have to test is how much space, which we can test now, how much space is there under the fake battery. So we have, let's say, around 2 studs. So this means that this thing will be able to fit over it, so that the whole yeah, I forgot to put this thing. Okay, so this means that the whole rear can fit on the new one without the BuWizz bricks and the cables getting in the way. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you for watching, and next time we are gonna be finishing the original front end and making the custom front end, which will hold two BuWizz bricks.